Hey, what's up, folks? Twisted Christian here. Just going to give you a quick update on Zion Oil and Gas. And the update I want to discuss is where we are at according to what they said in their last update. The stock closed out today about 144, and I'm going to go ahead and go over what they said so we can get a visual of this timeline that they gave us. All right, so back on November 12th, they gave us an update. And in this update, it just says here that, of course, that the ship is docked, but the first of 85 loads are expected to arrive on our drilling site November 15th. Okay, that was the first of 85 loads. Okay, our experienced rig crew has been released from quarantine and is prepping for the arrival of the rig and equipment. Assembly of the rig will begin as the deliveries arrive. All right, here, and it says here we expect to spud the Megiddo Jezreel 2 well at our current location by early to mid-December. All right, so going back to November, the first of 85 loads were arriving. This week probably would have been the week of the 15th, would have been that particular week where most of the drill probably would have been on site. But as the loads arrived, they said that they would begin assembling the drill. So that means, let's just say if on Sunday, the first of 85 loads arrived, starting Monday and the rest of the week, they start assembling that drill, right? So here we are. We're already, from the time that the first of 85 loads arrived, we are 2 weeks in. Now, keep in mind, folks, they did say, according to a podcast, that it would only take 14 days, that if they, with no delays or anything at all, within 14 days, they can have the drill up. So if they started, say, like, let's just say if they started this Monday, and I also know that they did hire additional crew people and they were being trained. So who knows how fast they got this drill up. So basically the way I'm looking at it is, according to their last update, they've been assembling the drill since it arrived. So we'll just say about a good two weeks and a day that they've been putting this drill together. And in their update, they said that they would be able to begin to spud the well early December, right? So with the way when I look at early December, I don't count the first few days. So we could look all the way maybe up until right before Christmas before they actually spud the drill. It just depends if there's any delays. So this is something that we have to watch every single day. I see many opportunities to day trade. So I just wanted to give you guys an update to where we're at. So we're basically now, since it's been over 2 weeks since the first piece of the cargo has arrived on site, and that they are putting the drill together as the pieces come. That means right now we are in a total watch period. Because, I mean, every single day we could expect news. Now there's 2 pieces of news that I'm waiting to hear. I'm expecting some type of news of the completion of the drill, but we may not necessarily get that. We may get the drill's been completed. We've already started drilling, and we have oil. Those could come either separately or they could come all together. So we won't know how to proceed per se until the next piece of news comes out. And then the other piece of news that I'm looking for is if there is any delays within their update. If there's anything that delays that says, we're not going to be able to spud until January, we're looking for that too as well, because what happens is that people do tend to sell off if there's any delays. Now, if it's a mixture of news, I would expect it to stay steady. If it's a mixture of delay and positive news. So we are looking here, folks, this is something that we have to watch every single day, and we have to look at making sure that we're checking the updates. Okay, I just want to answer a quick question about at what point do I think that Zion Oil would be at $100, and just going over like other oil companies in the region. And one of the things is, of course, Zion Oil doesn't have any revenue coming in. And so I believe that it would take, in order for Zion Oil to hit 100 and stay at 100, they'd have to be basically fully operational, almost fully operational. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Of course, I'm not a financial expert, but just looking at the stocks prices of other companies. And it's not to say that it could ever shoot, it could shoot up to 100 and then come back down to 75 or 50 or something like that, even before they become fully operational. So that's what I'm looking for as far as the long term. When it reaches 100, I believe that we would be at that point where Zion Oil is extracting it and it's being in a major pipeline. And let's just say they have to build a pipeline. I know there is a pipeline close to their area, I believe. And I think I've showed that in another video. There is a pipeline that is close to their drill site. So it may not take that much to actually extract it and then start shipping it. But that is the very long term. Now, of course, God can do anything, and I've seen some stranger things in the stock market. But just generally speaking, just based off of what I think in investigating it, in the things that Zion Oil would actually need to have in place before they would actually reach that point. But that's just my opinion. All right, folks, so I thank you for listening. I'm working on other videos, and we're going to get everybody there. This is the wealth transfer. This is part of the wealth transfer. And one of the things that I'm beginning to realize in order to be part of the wealth transfer is that you have to invest in it. There's not going to be a lot of financial forgiveness. We're at a point where we have to dig the wells. God is saying we have to put in the work, which means we have to invest in order to get the return. And there's a lot of people hoping and waiting that all their debt just magically disappears during some type of jubilee. And whether we may or may not get that, I wouldn't stand around and take any chances and start digging your wells. Anyways, be safe, God bless, and with that being said, Twisted Christian out.